Welcome to another Woods Report.
Was trying to be on time, but
Nah, I had no energy today. I didn't have no energy until you told me that Biden's dog got kicked out the White House.
Commander. Is it
Commander?
Commander.
That made me say, we got to talk about him.
Oh, breaking news. And
because we talked about Commander before.
And we just got the update because he's been biting a lot of people.
We talked about him biting people.
Secret Service men and women.
Biting the Secret Service people. And Biden taking him off his chain. Yeah. And him running and going biting people.
I'm thinking maybe it's too many handlers. He had too many people handling him.
They not afraid of him? I would be afraid of him.
Yeah, that's why they had to remove him.
I'm talking about as the owner.
Well, I thought they were the owners.
I would be afraid of him as my own dog.
But he didn't bite them.
I know. I'm just saying.
They're letting him go to Rome, and he goes and bites the Secret Service people.
That dog.
Maybe he knows something we don't know.
What you mean?
It could be something wrong with them Secret Service people.
There he is, sitting there like he all nice and stuff, waiting to go bite somebody.
He's nice with his owner.
He's sitting there waiting to go bite somebody. Look at him looking out.
He's a big dog, too.
Yeah, German
He's
Shepherd.
not a puppy. 2 years?
2 years old.
Wow.
It said the Bidens welcome a cat. Thank you.
The cat may scratch somebody.
No, I love cats. That cat gonna mind his own business.
He ain't gonna be outside, so you ain't have to worry about him. And then they're gonna have to clean the cat hair up. He gonna be shedding.
It said President Biden's, Joe Biden's dog, Commander, is not presently on the White House campus, following a series of biting incidents involving White House staff and U.S. Secret Service officers. A spokesperson for the First Lady, Jill Biden, said late Wednesday. Now, I was looking at another channel, and this guy who's a dog person, he like the Whisperer guy, he said they just need to train him. They didn't have to get rid of him.
They didn't train him right, or they didn't put time
They didn't train him right. He had too many people, like my mom said, handling him and stuff.
But even if they train him, do they train him where he is open to other people?
They can still train him. Elizabeth Alexander, the First Lady's communication director, said Biden and his wife care deeply about the safety of White House staff and those who protect them every day. They remain grateful for the patience and support of the U.S. Secret Service and all involved as they continue to work through the solution, she said. Commander is not presently on the White House campus while next steps are evaluated. So maybe if they even if he got trained, I don't know if I would trust him.
2 years old?
Alexander did not say where the dog was sent. The 2-year-old German Shepherd was last seen, like he's missing, Saturday on an upper balcony of the White House. They was letting him give his farewell tour. That was his farewell tour, I guess.
Oh, my goodness.
The statement came hours after White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre was asked Wednesday at the daily briefing about the fresh allegations that Commander had bitten another White House staffer.
Dogs they have these. When I was sitting on the porch, and the neighbors were walking by with their little dogs. One lady walked by with her dog. Another lady walked by with her dog. Her dog was like he was pulling, because we had somebody helping us take stuff out the garage. So it was a man present doing something.
Oh, he was trying to see who it was.
Now, when she came over to me, he wasn't trying to growl at me or whatever.
Right.
But when he started moving.
So he don't like men.
So I don't know.
He's a rescue dog, right?
Yeah.
So maybe that was a man that hurt him.
I don't know. That's a good point, because he didn't growl at nobody until that man moved.
Yeah, he don't like men probably. And then you said the other lady came by and her dog wasn't. He was
very playful.
Oh, he was the playful one.
He was the playful one. Yeah. Yep.
So dogs have personalities.
They do, and I guess they can sense, but I don't know why Commander feels the need to bite people. Does he like maybe the suits kind of? You know how they always bark at the postman?
They said they got a lot of stuff going on, so that's what's making him.
Our old dog we had, he would when he saw that mailman.
This lady said the head groundskeeper at the White House was playing with him. They were playing, and there was no skin was broken in the incident.
Okay.
So he must have been
maybe he was playing. You think?
But he don't know how to play. He needs to be trained.
Yeah.
He needs to be trained.
Yeah.
And why is anybody? I wouldn't play with him. I wouldn't touch him. I'd be dusting. I'd be one of those maids.
Well, you know, here, boy.
I'd be one of those maids.
Throw something.
I come into the room and dust, and I'll be looking at him. How you doing, Commander?
Hi, Commander. Why you white?
Yeah, I'm not playing with him.
Good boy. You're a good boy, right, Commander?
No, I'm not talking to him like that.
Oh, well.
So, yeah, so that's the end of Commander.
Okay, so he's been axed from the White House.
So one person said the White House can be a stressful environment on pets.
Have we heard of any other dogs in the past biting people?
Unless they kept it secret.
Right. Like the Obama's dog didn't bite anybody. Did the Bush dog?
His dog was goofy.
That's fine. You want a goofy dog.
Yeah, the Obama's dog was
goofy. Did the
goofy.
Bush family have a dog?
Yeah, everybody had one except for Trump. He's the only president.
Did not have a pet.
He's the only president that didn't have a. You know,
probably would be biting him.
He's such a weirdo,
isn't he?
What kind of president don't have a pet?
Kids probably never grew up with one. Yeah. What kind of person don't have a pet? Because he has to be number one. The pets are always taking all the glory and stuff because they so sweet. He has to still be number one. Yeah. So.
All right, so that's it. So say goodbye to Commander.
Bye, Commander.
Now this story you said, what is this?
Yeah, that was one of the stories on The View today. You know, because
his hair growing back, she gonna let it grow long?
No, she probably won't let it
go
no longer than that.
That's long for her though.
I know.
All right, go ahead.
Because it's probably not in her face because she has the rest of it up.
Uh-huh.
They talked about let me read the names.
Oh,
went back.
Go ahead.
Apparently Jim Jordan and Steve Scalise are probably in the running to be the next Speaker of the House.
Now, Scalise was the one that got shot, remember?
Yeah.
And he has blood cancer or something?
Yeah. So he may not live long.
He walks with a cane, and they're not going to vote
And Jordan has caused so much trouble.
And nobody likes Jordan.
They don't like him because he was the one that you said, what's her name? Is it Fannie? Fannie. In Georgia, he made some stupid comments, and she had to kind of like school him.
Right.
He has
said he didn't pass the bar. And all this other stuff.
So he's always trying to jump in and be a part of stuff that he has no information about. So, but they talked also, a few of the Republicans, they showed him on video talking about Big Head Gates. Yeah, and that he should be removed. So just take a listen.
They got to make sure they smash his head to get him out the door.
I know. You got to show it.
All right, here we go.
You got to show it differently.
And Jim Jordan have already submitted their resume, and it looks like some folks on the right are looking to put other colleagues out of a job. Take a look.
Matt Gaetz just got schooled by AOC and others. He was totally manipulated into doing this. There were 8 so-called Republicans that got together with 208 Democrats to oust the Republican speaker. I mean, I can't believe he's that stupid.
Our dirty laundry should remain in our room, our laundry room, and so I think the conference has to have a serious conversation about that and about what accountability there will be after 8 people used a tool that should be used very delicately. They used it very callously.
I think Matt Gaetz should be kicked out of conference. I think all of them should lose their committee spots.
Wow. I agree. That made them look so stupid in the United States. Who votes out their own speaker?
Their own speaker.
Because you disagree with them.
Thank you. He didn't do the things you claim.
He didn't do what you wanted him to do.
Right.
Exactly.
Are you going to do that to every speaker?
That don't make sense.
Are
those same 8 going to keep doing it over and over again?
Well, this is the same 8 where you said at least a few of them, or if they're not all of them, have the same mindset as Trump.
Yeah, but
so if you do as I say,
the whole caucus didn't. It's just those 8.
I know, but
even Hobart didn't vote him out.
Oh, she didn't?
No.
I'm surprised.
And Marjorie Taylor Greene did.
And they probably felt like we could still, he gave her some, he helped her out. He scratched her back. But aside from what he didn't 100% do, maybe like you're saying, they probably got some other agenda.
I told you Trump told him to do it. Because he wants the country to shut down. And he wants Biden to look like a very
Those
weak
are his
president.
worker bees. He wants them to do the dirty work for him. Like he wanted Pence to do.
Yeah.
So he is still the top man. I hope Fannie truly gets him good, trying to manipulate people and have them, and they stupid.
Yeah.
So maybe let's see where this goes, because I
Okay.
don't understand.
Well, you speaking of Trump, you know there's actual people that's putting out on the floor for him to be the next speaker.
But how can he be the next
You don't have
speaker
to be in. You don't
if
have
you
to be
running
in
for office.
He interim for him to be the interim until they appoint somebody.
Previous president can be a
Anybody
speaker?
can.
Has that ever happened?
No, I don't think so.
Why would a previous president of the United
Anybody
States
can
be a speaker of
as
the
long
House?
as they vote him in. You don't have to be a representative or anything.
No, I'm just saying it looks like
because
you going backwards as a commander in chief.
No, not interim. For an interim, it looks like you're like coming to stabilize everything. It makes you look more, Oh,
I don't see it that way.
They not voting for him. He can't even run because he is a felon.
Right.
And
he's always in the courtroom. He's always in his courtrooms. Will he would ever have time to be present? Who even thought of that?
He got so many
what
stories.
What knucklehead said that? He made that comment himself?
No.
And they ran with it?
No. Marjorie Taylor Greene and a couple of others.
They suggested it.
They want him to be
I think a lot of times they just want the mega people to just hear them, that they still got his support, they got his back. And they figure if they hear Marjorie Taylor Greene make that comment,
he was so mad at the trial. Hearing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that's money. More money. And the judge yelled at him, and told him he hates it. They said he couldn't even hardly sit still. And when the lunch break he left. They said if they wanted to lock him up now they could. You know why?
Why?
Because they changed the date of this court thing because he told another judge that he was going to be every day at this trial. So they said if that judge wanted to lock him up, they could.
But we waiting.
They're not going to lock him up.
That's what I'm saying. We keep hearing that until the day when he's actually in his orange suit.
And then the news story developing is that some Australian man, billionaire, said he shared Russian secrets with him that he got from the classified documents.
So he was on the toilet looking at some of those files and those folders.
But they said
he leaked out.
But they said Jack Smith, the Department of Justice, FBI, he knows about that and he didn't put that in the case. So it must mean something. He must don't think that that's a
big one.
Either that or he can't prove it because it's the guy saying it.
Oh,
I'm telling you, they put stuff in there that when the FBI put something in, they want to be able to prove every line item. Mm-hmm. That's something. How can you prove that? That's what that guy said.
Kind of thing.
So, but I believe it. I believe he did.
Oh yeah, I believe he went through some of those files and probably took pictures of some stuff.
Yeah. So that's shot down. He cannot be Speaker of the House because he has felony charges.
Gee, you think?
He has felony charges against him.
He shouldn't even be running because of felony charges. But there's nothing in our books that says he can't.
The latest thing, we flying through today. My energy level is so low. Mm-hmm. Biden waives the federal laws to allow the border wall construction in Texas.
The wall that Trump talked about?
According to what the White House is saying, this was already in a budget or something. He has to allow.
To complete it.
He letting them do it because he can't use the money for something else. He said
it was already allocated for this wall.
So they asked him, "Do you think that the wall works?" He said, "No."
So that's a waste of money.
I think the wall is one of the things that can work. It doesn't work. I mean, they'll dig under it or whatever, but it's definitely not having what they got now, which is a fence that people just walk right through. Oh. So I do think that it's a deterrent, which is fine. That's good.
I don't know why they can't.
But you got to have other things going on there too.
I don't know why they can't just build. Why they can't reallocate this for something else though that still can be guarding the whole, like paying instead of building a wall, have a team where it's a temporarily, like you said, the guy was filming. Something is temporarily for the people can be there. Yeah,
they're not gonna do it.
Like a gateway. I don't know why.
I don't know why Biden's not doing anything. This is for the life of me.
They're not telling us if he is discussing.
No, he's not. This is a daily
problem with all the sanctuaries.
And he doesn't go down there. He's just, I don't know what's going on with him.
And
he's horrible.
Come visit Chicago. Come visit New York.
He hasn't visited any of us.
He hasn't even been down to the border or Kamala. They said Kamala's really supposed to be taking care of this.
That's what Wendy was saying.
Yeah.
What are they doing?
I don't know, because each day the mayor of Chicago said they received busloads of people throughout the night. They're at our airports, you guys. Our Chicago airports. They're at the airport, just walking
and
around.
And the thing we both said today when we was driving in the car, they shipping them to the 2 coldest cities during the wintertime.
New York and Chicago have the worst winter. And I'm looking at these people with no coats. They're going to need socks, boots, shoes, especially if it's a bad winter. Can you imagine where they're going to be sleeping? And just any business lobby, they'll just go freely and just sleep anywhere. That's dangerous.
If it's closed, how they going to get in?
I don't know.
They're going to be at the airport.
They're going to all be at the airport.
Because that's something that's open 24 hours.
Yeah, and got bathrooms, washrooms to do what they need to get done, hair dryer, blowers. Isn't that sad?
I just don't know what Biden is doing.
Because they're flying them in too. They're not just buses.
I want to hear.
Didn't you say that he was going to be, what's the word when you send them back?
The deportation.
Yeah, you said that.
Well, that's what's thoughts. That's the talks.
Oh.
Nothing has been put in. But I'm just waiting to see what is Biden going to do about the border situation. What is he going to do about Ukraine? When is what's the end game?
Mm-hmm.
What's the plan?
Those are the big ones. Mm-hmm. We'll see.
I don't know.
They got to talk to it because they got another debate in November, and they're probably going to all be dogging him out.
Do you think he knows because his alternative is a moron that he's like, I don't really have to run hard? The alternative is Trump.
I don't know. We like to hear.
He gonna mess around and lose again, and Trump go win.
Yeah, he surprised us the first time. People didn't think, they thought with the popular vote, which is not really the thing. People need to understand that it's the elective votes that make them a winner. But I don't know.
I know.
Okay.
All right, y'all. Healthcare strikers.
Who is this?
Healthcare workers.
Like all over or certain
a union.
areas?
It's a union. Healthcare workers picket outside U.S. hospitals in multiple states, kicking off a 3-day strike so far. Tens of thousands of Kaiser, those you saying who they are, Kaiser workers took to picket lines in multiple states on Wednesday, launching a massive strike that the company warned could cause delays at its hospitals and clinics that serve nearly 13 million Americans. The Coalition for Kaiser Permanent Unions, representing about 85,000 of the health system employees nationally, approved a strike for 3 days in California, Colorado, Oregon, and Washington. So they only striking for a certain amount of days, I guess, to bring attention.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
75,000 people were expected to participate. Yeah, because if they strike, people could lose their lives at hospitals.
The union that I'm a part of, they've been calling and texting me saying that they're going to be meeting locally in my area for me to come to the meeting.
It says Kaiser has not been bargaining with us in good faith, so it's pushing us to come out here and strike. That's what I said. They doing it for awareness. She says, we want to be inside just taking care of our patients. So it looks like they'll probably do this until they can get the attention of Kaiser to negotiate, hoping that they don't walk off permanently.
They did mention on the news today that the nursing is people not going into nursing as much as they,
why not?
The numbers are going down. That's what they said on the radio. Because our friend is going to into nursing. Most of our family members are nurses.
Wow.
But they said the numbers are low now. I don't know what's going on.
Wendy says, hey, family. Hey Wendy, how you feeling? Are you feeling better?
Hope you're feeling better.
What's the number? You said 7 yesterday.
Are you at an 8 or 9 maybe? Kim is at a 7.
Yeah, my
energy is low today.
My energy level is way down. As soon as I get off of here, I'm going to lay down.
Yep.
Where is that?
You want her to cook the chicken?
The man with the gun. That's in Wisconsin. Why did you put the monkey next? I guess
you didn't tell me where to put him.
Oh, he goes before the thing of the day.
I just wanted some.
Okay.
This man.
You tell this story.
He's the governor of Wisconsin.
Uh-huh.
Do you have his name?
A man with the gun was arrested. Wisconsin Capitol asked to see the governor. He returned with an assault rifle.
Now, Wisconsin's not that far from us. The Wisconsin state
Governor
line.
Tony Evers.
Evers, yeah. We were in the car and we heard this on the radio. Apparently he came in shirtless.
It said he was shirtless and he had a handgun.
Think about it. If somebody come into your building shirtless
with a handgun
right away,
approach the governor's door, first floor of the Capitol, Wednesday. State Department Administration spokesperson said the man was demanding to see the governor.
What is wrong with, I'm thinking everybody is just gone cuckoo with the guns. Everybody just all willy-nilly. They have one, and now they're in if they're thinking to talk and upset or mad, they pull it out.
They pull
it out. I got to talk to the governor.
They said he was arrested,
of course,
booked. He made bail. He got out,
and
he returned.
He came back
outside of the Capitol shortly before 9 p.m., this time with an assault rifle. The building closes to the public at 6 p.m. He again demanded to see the governor and was taken into custody. You gonna let him out again?
This time he may come back and actually be shooting. That's not...
No, with a cannon. Each thing is bigger and bigger.
Let me see the governor. Okay. He has a cannon now.
It said this incident is just the latest in a series of violent threats against public officials.
So they don't know what he
You know what? On both sides, to me. Trump stirs it up on his side.
Yeah.
So a lot of the public officials are getting, threatened because of him.
And he makes comments.
But they also have
to hurting these people.
But you also have people threatening the Republican ones on the other side. Well, extremists on both sides.
Here's the thing too, that my shirt, I wanted to do a shirt that says, what will it take? And that's all in all areas. What will it take for the people of God to pray even more and more fervently? What will it take for them to change laws that protect certain gun rights and people's mental illness and all of that? What will it take for them to really be strong against the things that's happening in the inner cities with carjacking and all of that? What will it take? And I was thinking, for some reason in my mind, and it's really sad to say, it's going to take more deaths of more popular and famous people.
That's sad.
It's going to, for us to go, oh my God, I don't want to call names. Oh my God, so-and-so got a shot.
But we always do it just for a little bit.
Oh my God, the mayor. Oh my God, the governor.
We only do it for a
little bit. No, that doesn't happen.
No, we do it anytime it happens. It's happening.
No, it needs to continue. Where it's going to wake us up and go, oh my God, we really need, at least the people of God that pray, they know now we really need to.
Yeah.
That, remember, I don't know, Wendy, or if Emerald and whoever was on, I sent you guys that video of that documentary of the people in those different areas of state and country that prayed and how the power of prayer worked. What did
you say? They went to a football stadium or something?
What did it take for the man in Colombia to say, oh my God, this cartel and all of the drugs and stuff is too crazy? Because back then in the 70s, cocaine was really big.
This was 70s?
This was the 70s. This was the late 70s, early, mid 70s. That's the last time I've heard of any ministries doing that. They don't do that anymore. They don't come together for a major prayer day and fill up a stadium with 40, 50, 60,000 people who are all Christians.
Because everybody will say we don't have the same thought.
No, I think they are afraid to be martyrs.
Because you said that man
man was killed.
Yeah.
He was like Martin Luther King and them. They know they're in there for a season to pull together the plan of God. Even Moses died. They don't want to go, I believe what you're saying, but I don't want to be the voice. Because I know the enemy, new devils. You know, the enemy go, oh, she a threat. I got to take her out.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. What will it take for us to really, but go ahead.
Who would be the person that would put that together though?
I thought all the ministers can come together. At least the mega ministries.
See, people don't,
like Joel Osteen.
They don't think he's of God.
See, it doesn't matter because this one man did. He
I'm saying
brought
it's
Catholics
too much,
together.
I'm saying the division. People that say, "Oh, I don't want him there."
We're too divided.
Yeah, we too divided.
How you gonna pray? You gonna pray in Jesus' name?
Right.
You gonna pray in the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit?
Right.
You gonna pray? What you gonna pray about? Oh no, we don't pray that prayer.
Right.
We pray this way. We pray this way. The women can't pray.
That's what I'm saying.
No, women can't pray. Only
Why are
the men
you
can
sitting
pray.
over here? The women supposed to be on that
Oh,
side.
but yet people are still dying on the streets.
Yeah.
Carjacked, violated.
I think you just gonna have to. You like I said. I mean, I hear what you're saying. I just don't see that.
But remember back when we were in our old ministry in the Chicago area, we had a lot of major events and church gatherings and stuff. We would invite people, and it would be thousands of people coming to hear these men and women of God say, "And thus saith the Lord," and speaking to the city and telling what y'all need to do, and you need to be ready and prepared because God is moving you in a different direction. The Moses generation is going to die out. The Joshua generation is going to rise up. We don't hear that no more. I don't hear nothing no more. I hear ministers cheating on their wives and getting kicked out the pulpit.
Yeah.
So okay,
we'll see. I don't know. We'll see what's going to happen.
Take? That's
what
my
will
question.
it take?
What will it take?
I don't know, but until then, I guess you just pray. You
just
have to
pray on your own, I guess, or whatever ministry you're a part of.
Okay. Let's see. Emerald, everybody saying hi. Emerald's here.
Hey, Emerald. Hey, everybody.
She said, "My son graduated Naval Boot Camp today."
Get down.
All right.
All right. Naval.
Now, what did we find out today? Okay.
My sister, I learned.
So we get. I told her we're gonna maybe create a segment where the comments that people make.
Read back some of the comments they make.
So this man, let me see if I can find it. He said,
was it the story of the black guy who had left the military guy who left and went to North Korea, and then they sent him back to us, America, right?
Right.
And now he has to deal with all that has happened because he didn't look good for a military person, but apparently we must have stated something wrong or we were incorrect regarding his military branch, and what we called him. So what did he say? You looking it up?
Yeah, I'm trying.
Because I didn't know. It was things that we learned. I didn't know. Like we used the word soldier, Marine, and then because we've been a little bit connected to the military in this area, because we're by Navy, we're by the Great Lakes. So we're dealing with the Navy guys, and we'll say Navy, sailor, But this guy was kind of educating us on the word soldier.
Well, anyway, we called the guy in Korea a soldier.
We said he was a soldier.
And he said, he's not a soldier, he's a Marine.
We're like,
and I was like, Lenore said, I thought they all were called soldiers.
I thought they
and
were
he said,
soldiers.
No.
Soldiers.
So we looked it up and it said only the Army.
Army is considered soldier. Did y'all know that?
Unless
you're in military world, I didn't know that. I really was ignorant to soldier as any person in the military. That's, that is, what is it? Active.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. Let me see it.
But he corrected us. He said he was not a soldier? He was a Marine.
Right. He said he was a Marine.
He was a Marine. He wasn't a
soldier. Is an Army.
And I said, okay. He had another name for Marine, did he?
Marine, I think. Okay. I can't find it.
So it's interesting when people reply back to some
of
our stories and the things we bring up.
But I said how
they correct us and say, no, you're mistaken. It was 1980. It wasn't 1970.
I said I was going to start
reading people's replies.
Yeah.
And responses. Some people have some funny ones. The only thing, how you go on Facebook and you say one has to go or choose one, like potato chips, popcorn. One of hers was having a chef
or maid.
If you had to choose, or maid. And she just kind of spoke her life.
She said, here it is. I'm sorry, this is back to the Marine guy.
Oh, go ahead.
He's a soldier, not a Marine. That's it. He was in the Army.
He's a soldier, not a Marine.
And for context, he deserted to escape punishment from the U.S. Army after he was convicted by South Korean authorities for beating up a South Korean local and further fighting and injuring a South Korean police officer when they came to arrest him. He spent 8 weeks in South Korean correctional facility and knew that he was going to get further punished by the U.S. Army with more jail time and BCD or DH. I don't know what that means. So he deserted to escape punishment. Now he's going to get years in ADCON and a DH. See, this guy sounds like he's in the military. Instead of just a month or two and a BCD.
We didn't ask for all that, but I guess he shared it with us. The only thing that stuck out with me is the fact that we called him a soldier, or a Marine, and he was a soldier. And a soldier is Army. The other stuff, it didn't matter because we know he's going to be in trouble. But I'm hoping that they look at him, that they talk with him and see what's going on in his head.
Right.
Because there could be something seriously there that they are like, oh, God, we didn't really understand. He has some mental problems.
But I said I was going to start going and sharing these things. Because the one you talking about is the post I put today. If y'all ever go to our community wall and ask, I see Emerald on there all the time. Emerald be on there all the time answering all the questions. Okay. Some of y'all go on there too on our
Some
community
people take
wall.
those serious.
And the one you saw it today, Emerald, where I said, yesterday, would you rather have a chef or a maid? And that lady said, she don't call her a maid. She's a maid.
The heck she was talking about.
I'm trying to
Nobody called anybody anything. We just said if you had a choice.
That's what everybody says.
Some people read these.
My grandmother called herself a maid.
My mom and them didn't want to see the movie The Help because of that. They just didn't want to be reminded of that's a lot of women back then were The Help. But they didn't want to see that movie. I was trying to get her to see it. No, that's okay. That's okay. My mom don't like watch any movies that shows slavery. She didn't watch Roots. What other movies? Anything that
she don't like no slave
burning.
Movies.
Anything that treats Black people bad.
She don't like slave.
She don't like movies like that.
Mm-mm. Well, I can't find it. Every time I be trying to find something.
I thought you had found the military comment.
When I see y'all comments, sometimes I don't look at them, and sometimes I do. I posted this one with this thing that says, "Did you ever know that man's?" I don't know if they can see it. You probably can't.
I don't think you can see that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The man says he's holding up his wife's pin cushions, and it looks like him,
like a voodoo doll.
He said, "Hey, did you ever notice that your pin cushion looks exactly like me?" And the wife is kind of like, somebody said, "That's not funny. That's witchcraft."
Yeah, a voodoo doll is witchcraft, but it's just a joke.
It's just a meme.
Just a meme. People you really sit down and think about where people's minds are when you're trying to be funny. Because a lot of times, because I know Emerald, I think you made a comment that I laugh a lot. I laugh at everything I do, and I admit it. Some people say, that wasn't funny. You shouldn't laugh at that.
I posted today, does everybody remember fire drills?
Yep.
Somebody says, I remember when they pulled the alarm in eighth period in high school, I went home. And somebody says, I remember the schoolmates pulling the alarm so we can get out early.
That's what that black man, Jamal, did.
That's what Jamal Bowman Big Head did.
He pulled that alarm so they can all leave.
That dude acted like he was back in the...
I'm still waiting for the results of that. Man, we gonna investigate you big time. You know you pulled that alarm.
I asked which one must go, donuts, ice cream, popcorn, potato chips. Mm-hmm. Some people was actually like, that's not, all of them are unhealthy. They can go. Or why'd you even put that up there?
All of them are unhealthy. We need to eat better. It's just
it's a meme.
It's a meme. I don't get people.
I told you. Some people, you could put anything and they'll find something.
Now, I have said, like, if you would say one has to go and it'd be like all four of them are like, I'm like, nope, I'm not choosing. Well, I like them all.
I said, what's one seasoning that's necessary in your house? And most people said normal stuff. Uh-huh. Some people said, I'm a cook, so I use several seasonings. Uh-huh. I'm not going to just use one. And it's like, that's not the question. Uh-huh. Of course, a lot of people said salt. A lot of people use adobo.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
You use it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people said garlic powder. I said garlic powder.
So you just kind of learn about people when you put surveys and memes out there on Facebook and people's comments on our show. They like things we say. They don't like things we say. They may crack on us, and I don't care. My sister said she don't like sharing stuff, a lot of it with me, and I told her I have thick skin now. Remember, I'm a cancer survivor. I'm older now. I'm wiser now in my faith. You can call me all kinds of names. I don't even care because I know who I am in Christ. Thank you, Jesus.
People had some funny songs at the most inappropriate songs to play at a funeral.
Uh-huh.
Of course, the number one was Another One Bites the Dust.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody said BG Staying Alive.
Ooh.
Hit the Road, Jack.
Don't you come back.
James Brown, I Feel Good. This guy had a serious one. There's actually isn't one. What the dead request before death is what will be played. I was in the funeral business and times have changed. So whatever is requested shall be played.
It's funny when you read people's replies. Sometimes you have to sit there and kind of muse on it. And you're like, really?
Somebody said, wake up before you go.
Wake me up before you go.
Somebody said, don't close your eyes. Some people have some good ones.
I like it. It's about humor.
Staying alive.
It's about being funny and just kind of.
Oh, somebody said Highway to Hell.
Ooh.
See you at the crossroads.
Okay.
Somebody said any Eminem song sung at a mother's funeral.
Yes.
Oh, somebody said I will survive.
Oh.
Somebody said Lou Rawls, I see you when you get there.
I see you when I get there. Will you be ready?
Somebody said my neck, my back.
Oh Lord. Okay.
Highway to Hell is a big one.
Okay.
Some people got some good ones.
So
this was one I said. I got two snowmen talking. I got one of those DNA kits. One of them says the other one. Turns out I'm 85% water, 8% dirt, and 7% dog pee. And I said, don't forget the bird poop. And this guy said, actually, there would be no birds. It's the wintertime. Duh.
I guess he told you.
What would you have in your junk drawer? Everybody said, same similar stuff.
Yeah, we should do this on the show on a one day of the week.
Yeah,
we should do this because some people's replies are like, "Really, it's not that serious."
Some people be taking it real serious.
They really do. I'm offended. We get a lot of those comments. You're supposed to be Christians. Why are you saying that? And I'm like, okay, whatever.
All right,
go ahead. So what's the next show? You want to see what people saying?
Yeah, hold on. Okay. Oh, dang, y'all was talking, huh? Let's see. Let me go back up. Everybody congratulating Emerald, her son.
Oh, yes.
Navy graduate. She's saying thank you. Wendy said, Mama must have prayed for my family. Both of my sons got new good paying jobs today.
Get down,
thanks,
Wendy.
Mom.
That's a good testimony.
Everybody saying good, blessed. Wendy says she slept well.
Good.
Wendy says I do on your Facebook. Oh yeah, Wendy does do. Because the same memes I put on YouTube, I put on Facebook. Oh. And Wendy usually answers on Facebook.
Oh, okay. All
right. Emma says chef rather than the maid. Sorry, housekeeper.
Me, chef. I clean myself. I don't like to cook. That's why.
Wendy said household technician. Oh, that's another name, household technician.
Oh yeah, if you're putting it on the resume.
Emerald says I loved the pie scene. What was that? The pie scene. Emerald says really it's a joke. People getting serious about it.
I know.
I answered the driving one, and someone asked me where did I learn to drive. That's the other thing they do.
What?
If you answer something, people are attacked. Sometimes the people answer.
Well, I did reply to one of the guys because he had said something stupid. And I replied back and I said, well, if you think about it this way, blah, 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 blah. So sometimes you do want to kind of like.
They've gotten you before, Emerald, on something else. I think somebody said something. Yeah, they got her. So they see people will get you. You just answering something and then somebody go, that's stupid. Where'd you learn
to drive?
You know. Let's see. Wendy says cayenne pepper. That's her seasoning.
Okay.
For what? What's your seasoning?
All right.
All right, y'all.
Where we at with?
You always want to know who Charlemagne the God's donkey of the day is. Oh no, I do the funny. Let's do him.
That's a quick one too. This is real quick.
Ma, I put this funny in here for you.
Excuse me. Because you like animals.
She loved monkeys.
There was a monkey loose in Indiana. Did you hear? It was a monkey that got loose in, I think, Indiana. Yeah, they had to. I don't know if they caught him yet.
So if you watch the show back, this one is for you.
Must have been somebody's pet.
To look at this monkey. There's people who look like him. I just want to say that.
Know.
Same eyelids, all of that.
Same face.
Hairline,
look
all
like
of that.
Monkey. Mm-hmm. Right. I'm thinking about somebody now.
Oh.
That kind of favors that.
A celebrity?
Older person.
Dang. Is somebody I know?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
One of my coworkers. I truly won't say their name because other coworkers probably watch me and go, "Yeah, they do look like that monkey."
All right.
Okay.
That's it.
He was asleep. Look at his eyes and his teeth. What was he doing?
Oh, he woke him up.
Yeah. And he went back to sleep. I just thought it was cute.
She found this. I didn't even see this.
Look at his face. Some people look that person look
Somebody
like him.
said right here. See? Comment section. Put that over. Somebody said looks like my ex-current boyfriend.
See? That looks like somebody. With them teeth. Don't y'all all take a look. Don't y'all know somebody that look like this?
Oh, Lord.
Oh, my gosh. Okay.
All right. Now, you always want to know who Charlemagne the God's donkey of the day is.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
All right.
Dude, okay.
So,
what did he do?
A Bismarck man. Hold on, because you need to look and see. Hold on. Oh, we didn't even show it.
Oh,
Hold
you couldn't
on.
see it?
They couldn't see it.
I can't see, Wendy said.
Dang it. I hate when I do that.
What you have to do?
Here, pull him back over. All right, we'll show you real quick. This is the funny for the day. Stupid.
Look at his teeth. Maybe because they were laughing and he laughed too quick.
No, that's fake. That's not real laugh.
That's not a real laugh.
That's a track you could put over your thing.
Oh, that's not real laughing. Okay, well he's smiling then still.
Okay.
That's funny.
That was him, y'all.
Okay.
All right. Emerald says they come for me, Kim. I try to ignore it because if you don't, it's like throwing gas on fire. I agree.
Mm-hmm. It'll be on and on and on.
That's why I say some of them I don't answer back, y'all. I don't even look at it. Okay, you always want to know who Charlemagne the God's donkey of the day is, right? Okay, so today his donkey of the day belongs to a Bismarck man who pulls a gun at McDonald's after a man refuses to buy him a Big Mac and a Happy Meal. Now, Bismarck man George Damaris pulled a gun on a customer at McDonald's after the customer refused to buy him a Big Mac and Happy Meal on Saturday. According to the arresting affidavit, the customer was going to the Burnt Boat Drive McDonald's in Bismarck for lunch. When Damaris approached him, asked if the customer could buy him a Big Mac and a Happy Meal. The customer told Damaris, "Go get a job," and walked into the restaurant.
Why couldn't you just say no, sir?
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't excuse him for doing that. But you can be a little kind.
No, sir, I can't do that for you.
Well, this made him mad. Damaris followed the customer into the store, which was filled with innocent bystanders, some of them children. He pulled out a black handgun from his waistband. He then pointed the gun at the customer and told him what he said was disrespectful.
Yeah, it was.
Damaris proceeded to call the customer a son of a bee.
Oh. Okay.
Before putting the gun back into his waistband and leaving the restaurant. Police arrived soon after the restaurant and were able to locate him. Officers then were able to locate a black Taurus model with the handgun, and which Damaris had hidden in a stroller that was holding his 1-year-old daughter.
Lord have mercy.
Damaris was then taken into custody and charged with terrorizing with a dangerous weapon. A woman was with him at the time of the incident, was also arrested after she gave law enforcement a false name when they was interviewing her.
You know, oh my goodness. He gonna hide the gun where the little baby is. But
so it's a few
the
things.
Rudeness. Who was the donkey though? Just mainly him, because I thought they both were donkeys.
Well, he gave him the donkey for pulling it out. And DJ Envy said what I said, which is that guy could have been a little nicer.
He was rude.
And then Charlamagne said, that's true, but that doesn't give a person the right to...
I know.
We got it.
Go get a job. Let's just say for sake of argument, if he didn't say that and just said, no, sir, I can't do that, would he not have done the gun thing? And
Charlamagne said he would have probably bought it for him. Because he didn't ask for money, he asked for food.
Yeah. I probably would have too.
Yeah, when somebody asks for food, that's not money.
Could you buy me a Big Mac and a
I would do that.
You seriously want a Big? You must don't have no money. Let me come on in.
And specifically asking for a Big Mac.
Yeah, and a Happy Meal.
That means you got a kid.
Oh, and that little kid in the car.
Oh, well, 1 year old.
1 year old. Yeah, how you gonna eat a Happy
Probably for her. Probably for the
wife.
For the mother girl.
Okay. Yeah.
So that was rude.
That was, but he didn't have to pull the gun out. He didn't.
He said that was rude. That was disrespectful.
He told him that. Right.
He came in with the gun and pointed at him and said that was disrespectful.
Sometimes you do want to do that sometimes. You want to be a vigilante and you want to just, when people are mean and rude, you want to just show your peace. What you gonna do now?
People
always do it on TV.
Remember I told you people don't have to be. Remember, I always told this story. I think I told it here before when I was in college at DePaul. And we went to the airport. Mm-hmm. And this is before the days of the cell phone and all of that.
Oh, yeah.
And all of my friends was all there. And they had money for us to get on and off the trains. So we all went to the airport and got split up. I don't know how we got split up. But I walked around that airport about 5 or 6 times. I was so tired. And it started to get nighttime. I said, they probably left. And it was like, we meet her back at the dorm or something. Mm-hmm. And I had no money to get on the train. Wow. So I stood outside right by the thing.
As a beggar. With
my DePaul shirt on. And I said, does anybody have $1 that I could get on? I'm trying to get back to school. Mm-hmm. And some people was, and some people were like this.
Like, how dare you even beg?
Yeah. And then some people was like, no, I don't have no money. And I remember I was at my lowest of my low. Now I know how people feel. Aww. The ones that's really out there.
Really, really
not the crackheads or the one that's just that's out there panhandling and trying to
a cigarette.
Go get in a Mercedes Benz after you've been outside getting money from people out there. I'm talking about the real people.
Okay.
You feel every time somebody says no or shuns you, it takes something out of you.
It just breaks you down another time.
The beginning, you start off already. Mm-hmm. Does anybody have $1?
I need to catch the train back to my school.
After about 1 million no's, you just like, excuse me, ma'am, do you have $1?
What happened?
You start looking homeless.
You got a lot of no's before you got it.
And this one man, he was so nice. He said, sure, here you go. Here, he gave me $5.
Aww.
I said, sir, no, just $1. That's all I need is. I started crying.
You did.
I started. I started breaking down.
Oh my God.
I said, sir, I just need $1. That's all.
He gave you $5.
I said, I've been out here for hours. And that man said, it's okay.
Oh my God. That was so nice.
And then the other thing, once you get it, you gotta get on the train with all those people that said no.
No. Oh, because you're going the same way.
I'm getting on the same
You
train.
should have got on
with
and said,
my $5.
I got my $5. You should say, I got my $5. Oh, I'm choking.
I said something.
You did.
When I got on the train.
What'd you say?
I said, somebody thank the sir who gave me money so I could get back to school. And the people was just like,
The ones that said no.
and that lady that works there in the booth, she should have let me in. She saw me standing out there for hours. She could have let me go in.
She didn't let you buy. Man, you going to DePaul.
She see me with the shirt on and everything.
My friends, we split up and
I
they
don't
got
look
the
homeless.
money. And I don't have no money. I need to get back to the campus. Go on through, girl. Go on through.
And because he gave me $5, I was able to get a transfer because they actually didn't go back to the dorm.
Where'd they
They
go?
went to my friend's grandmother's house.
So you was able to go there too.
I was able to get off the train, go to the dorm and see they wasn't there. And I had extra money to
That's
get
why he gave you $5. He knew you needed more than
because
$5.
they could have been an angel.
Could have been an angel.
Had a note that said we're at blank blank's grandmother's house. And I had enough money to get back on the train and go to her grandmother's house.
See, that was God. God knew exactly what you needed.
But
You
then
didn't just
again,
needed to get there to school. and that
no,
was
because
it.
we spent the night at her grandmother's house. I think her grandmother a witch.
Ooh, voodoo woman.
We were all three in the bed, all three of us girls, and we were all sleeping like this with our eyes open, looking at the ceiling.
What was she
Because you can hear her
chanting.
Yes. I said, is your grandmother a witch? You can hear her walking around.
Oh my God. She was in witchcraft.
And we was looking, all of us was sleeping like this.
Oh no.
And I said, is your grandmother a witch?
Did she say
And she
something?
said, I think she is. I said, we should have never came over here. I should have stayed where I was.
Yeah, you should have did the dollar amount and not go anywhere else. Maybe buy you a burger on the other part of the $4.
Yeah, who walks around the house making noises like that?
Yeah, she was chanting. She was doing something.
And it wasn't tongues. It was like,
That reminded me of our family member. Now this, we can say this before we leave because we still got a little time. Family member of mine, prayer. God had her get up. And I may be telling this story wrong if she's listening to me. God would have her to pray because she lived in the city. So she would ride the buses downtown to go to her job. When you're on the city buses, you encounter a lot of crazy L trains and buses. But God had her every morning prayer on the time, on the dot. That morning she didn't get up. She was tired. I don't know what her reason was. She didn't pray that morning. She got on her bus that she normally gets on, and she sat next to this lady who was reading this book, and it had an ugly demon face on it. And my relative was like, okay. So my relative
started feeling sick, right?
She started praying in the spirit.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Praying in the spirit. That woman next to her started chanting because she heard my relative praying in the spirit. And she got louder with her chant. My relative got a little weak and got off. The Holy Spirit said, get off on the next stop. And then she got off. This is what I think she told me. She got off and she was like, why did you tell me to get off? Because, he said, that's why I had you pray every morning.
He wasn't ready for it.
You didn't pray that morning. I want you to pray. When I tell you to pray, that's why.
She would have been ready for it.
Be ready. And that's why you got lightheaded. Because she was chanting her little craziness.
Yeah.
But I just had to tell that because you told your little...
What does that have to do with... Oh, because of the chant?
She was chanting witchcraft and stuff. They had their little chants too.
That's
what the lady that
he
came to set the captives free, who was being set free from being a witch. She said we would go to churches and stand in the prayer lines and chant. and people didn't even realize we were there.
They
Nobody
probably thought-
discerned.
Right.
So she said we did that purposely to go to these faith
Dead
walking churches. Yeah, that didn't, notice us there. But I just thought of that when you said the grandmother was funny.
Wendy said, friends on Friday. See y'all tomorrow. Thank you for praying for me. Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow, Wendy. It's the same
with
link.
the testimony.
Yeah, same link.
Okay.
This time I know you got to do something and see that she's in there.
Oh,
so
are we going to be alerted? We going to know?
No, you got to turn the thing on so you can get alerted. Now I know now. I didn't know before. Yeah. So you shouldn't be just sitting in there like yesterday or like last Friday.
Okay.
So.
All
right, y'all. So that was it. Don't forget to get our book, 100 Family-Friendly Jokes. Mm-hmm. Emerald says, good night, ladies.
Good night.
Mama, she said good night. Good night, Ma. Everybody say good night. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Always believe. And that was
another
Woods
Report.
See y'all later.